All right, welcome to a little video. Glad you could join me. I wasn't too sure if I was going to make a video or not on these 3D printed concrete block forms, but I figured if they turn out good, it'll be kind of nice to share with everybody. So anyway, this is what I got going on so far. It's a Thingiverse print. There's about 5 or 6 different shapes. I just got 2 here. You can see one's a square and then the other's a rectangle. So anyway, just to show you some of the details of the form, they're interlocking, which is kind of cool. So you just pour your cement in there and then they'll interlock with each other, I guess. So as far as holding them together, I'm just using these M3 by 25 bolts I had laying around. So I'll zip those together and I'll probably clamp them as well. But anyway, this should be kind of interesting. I've never poured this stuff before, so we'll see how good they turn out. So anyway, I'll zip these together, and I've got an old bag of grout kicking around. I'll mix that up and pour them inside. So we'll see how this goes. All right, I got them bolted together, and I'm not going to bother with the clamps because they seem quite snug. So anyway, I just got a piece of wax paper here. I've never done this before, so hopefully this works. But there's the grout that I'll be using. I had this kicking around. I know it's not the right color, but I'll see if I can tint it with some gray paint. And if not, then I'll just go get some real cement. Oh. Not bad for the first attempt. All right, guys, all finished up with the little cement blocks here, and they turned out really good. Actually, these 2 here were the 3rd attempt after the 2nd attempt, which were these here, and I'll show you guys the difference up close. What I ended up doing with this last run here was, as you can kind of see here, it's got less little air bubbles as that one there. I mean, I still kind of like the air bubbles. They look cool, but ideally, that's kind of what you want. This still has a few little air bubbles, but a buddy of mine who's an engineer and deals with this stuff regularly suggested that I use my electric toothbrush with a crummy old head, and I stuck it in the mixture and vibrated it a little bit, and you can kind of see it got rid of a lot of the air bubbles. So just something to think about if you do decide to do that. I don't know if you have to use an electric toothbrush or some other method, but that's what I used. And you can see the difference between these ones here. And also I'll mention I was having some problems with the especially this side, not as much on this this end, but these little nipples, or whatever you want to call them, these little knobs here, they kind of bust off. So what I did was I coated the inside of the form with a little bit of olive oil, so that it would release a little nicer, and you can kind of see how much nicer these are. And also too, you can see how much lighter it dried, which is really nice. I think that's a nice scale look. This is the one side that was exposed that I was using the popsicle stick to smooth over, so it's not as nice, but I mean, maybe you could sand it or something, but it's not as nice as this smooth side right here. But anyway, guys, that's these things here. They turned out really good. I'm really happy with these. And of course, I mean, if you wanted to make like a retaining wall or something, I mean, they are legit cement blocks. So they interlock, like I was saying, and you can kind of see them here. I mean, that's pretty cool stuff. So all kinds of fun you could have making these little blocks. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get the trailer up here, because I made these mainly to just display and have them on the back of the trailer. So I'll get the trailer up here, and we'll strap them down as if they're getting transported somewhere. All right, so this is the trailer that I'm going to be using to haul those blocks around. I just noticed that it's already loaded with some other cargo that we've got to unload. So also, it looks like it's getting some kind of repair job here. It looks like a tire replacement. I'm not too sure exactly, but anyway, we'll let him finish up doing the repair, and then I'll get this up on the bench, see if we can find somebody to drive the forklift and unload this stuff, and then get the blocks up there. Alright guys, check it out. Got the concrete blocks loaded up on the trailer with a little bit of help from the hand of God, if you know what I mean. But got them on top of some dunnage, and really happy with how they went on there. I managed to use up all my straps. 2 straps for the bigger blocks, and then one strap for the little one. So spaced out really good, and like I said, happy with how it looks. Just the only thing not too happy with, not much I could do about it though, is how the strap goes over top of the knobs there on the block, which you probably wouldn't see in real life, but not much I could have done about that just because of where the winches are placed on the trailer. But all in all, pretty happy with how it looks. You can kind of see some of the details here. So other than that, one thing I'll mention is it is extremely heavy. I mean, that's the definition of a heavy load. So I just got a stock Globeliner with the worst possible combination of motor and all that stuff on there. No real torque to that truck. So I can't imagine trying to pull this thing up a hill without the truck having a heart attack. So, but anyway, it should be all right on the flats. So I'll hook the truck up to it and take it for a little spin so we can see what it looks like.